Good day, Methodist Dave here, professional theologian and Bible teacher with our daily devotional for Friday, August 21st. We come to chapter 21 and I'm going to read you verse 13. The one who shuts his ears to the cry of the poor, he too will cry out, but will not be answered. Having money is not bad. Being rich is not evil. What do you do with your wealth? Do you spend all of it on yourself, or do you help other people with that wealth? I believe that God has given to certain people wealth so that they can help other people. And I find generally that the people who are struggling tend to be far more generous than people with means. Maybe it's because they know what it's like to be hurting and to be struggling. And then when they have a chance to help somebody else up, they give them the chance. People who don't share their wealth, they have a hard heart. And they're far from God. And one day, they have to answer for that. Then all the begging and pleading won't help them. You see, Voltaire, the great atheist, said on his deathbed, "I will give my wealth for 6 more months of life." But he couldn't buy another 6 months of life. But giving the money away doesn't necessarily make you a good person either. See, it's the generosity that is a reflection of the character of your heart. Some people are generous because they give money away. I know of a person in our community who has been up and down. He's had millions and he's been on the verge of bankruptcy and has quietly given away tons of money to various churches and ministries throughout the South Jersey area. He doesn't call attention to it. He does it very quietly. He's generous. That's a reflection of the content of his heart. It's not something that saves him. Look, one of the worst people who ever lived was a man named Andrew Carnegie, who was one of those robber barons from the 19th century. He had a strike at his mill, and he brought in goons to break up the strike, soldiers. And there was a great shootout, and many people were killed in this shootout trying to break the strike. And he would crush his competition. He would do things to force people to do what he wanted to do. He wanted to get the best rate possible from the Pennsylvania Railroad Company so he could ship steel from Pittsburgh to Philadelphia cheaper. But they wouldn't give him the discount he wanted on his rail freight. So he started building his own rail bed to Pittsburgh and got pretty far with it before the railroad finally says, okay, we'll give you your price, because they know if Carnegie builds a railroad, then we're going to lose all his business and he'll probably take our business. That road bed is now the Schuylkill Expressway and the Pennsylvania Turnpike. A good part of that was built by Carnegie. And he gave money to a music hall in New York City, Carnegie Hall. How do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice. He donated money to public libraries all across the country. He built these libraries. You can go to Atlantic City. The old library building in Atlantic City, New Jersey is still there, and it is a Carnegie free public library. That he built that. And he tried to do this to change his public image. But all the money that he gave away didn't wash away the sins that were on his heart, because I don't believe that he ever repented of the things that he did wrong. So if you're stingy, it means that you have a hard heart. And just because you give money away doesn't mean you're a good person. But I can certainly tell you that for those people who've hardened their hearts to God, that one day they will be on their deathbed and nothing they can give can buy them more time. They'll cry out and no one will answer them. If you've got a question about this subject or any subject, drop me an email, methodistdave@gmail.com. I'll do my best to answer your question. Until tomorrow, please be good to each other.